the thing about the River Valley area, right, is that we cannot just compare things apple to apple, because within this area itself, there are condos of different classes.
Yes.
So different vibes. So it is
Different
important, right?
characters also.
Exactly. Like Riviera and Orwell Hill are like different products. Yeah. So like there's like many different kind of comparison that we need to draw. So I think like in this podcast, it's not enough for us to share everything. Hi everyone, welcome to the Avenue 88 podcast, where we share insights on the real estate market. I'm Chantel.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Benny.
Yep. So for today's review, we will be doing comparisons between Rivergreen versus Promenade Peak. Both projects, right, will be launched on 2nd of August.
Nice.
Yeah. So for today's review, we will give a detailed breakdown of the facts of the project, our views of the layout, prices, and the growth story that will impact your exit strategy for these projects. So if you like a consultation that is tailored for your needs, or a copy of our framework of identifying the right property to buy, do scan the QR code on our screen or click on our link below, and we will be happy to assist you. So as usual, at the end of the podcast, we will also give our personal opinions on whether we will place a check or not for the project. So please watch till the end. So now, to start off, maybe Benny, you can give us some facts about the project.
Sure, I'll share the facts, the basic facts for both projects. So let's start with Rivergreen first. So the address for Rivergreen is at 11 River Valley Green. And this is a 99 years leasehold project at District 9, the CCR region. So the total land size is slightly above 100,000 square feet. And developer is Wing Tai. So Wing Tai, I think most of us will know there are past developments, include Lake Garden Residences, the most recent one, the M, Essential Sky, Tembusu. And for Rivergreen, there's a total of 524 units, 1 bedrooms to 4 bedrooms. You also get the option of 1 plus study and also 2 plus study.
Right.
And 36 stories high. Estimated TOP is in Q2 2030. So location for Rivergreen is actually right beside Great World City. Great World MRT, which actually connects to Great World City, the shopping mall. So over the years, Great World City mall has undergone a lot of revamp, renovation. So right now it's like a very well, I would say very
hip already.
Very hip and very nice mall. Like you get all the eateries, big supermarket. You get 2 supermarkets in fact, cold storage, and if you go one floor below, you get the Japanese supermarket.
Right.
So the Japanese love it.
Yeah. I remember like last time before the revamp of Great Wall and before the MRT was out. So back then actually
You have to
Great
take
Wall
a shuttle bus from Orchard.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
correct.
right.
Great World City was quite a quiet mall.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
Yeah.
yes.
Always go there for cinema, for movies.
Yes.
That's
because there's
right.
always
Huge cinema, and there's always
yeah, the seats are always available.
Because nobody wants to travel there to watch the movie.
Yeah.
But now it is very well connected. MRT stations, bus stops, offices are there also.
Yep.
And the mall, I think, is very vibrant. You
Yes.
get crowds almost on every weekdays, every weekends also. So it sits very nicely in terms of location. So for schools, the school that's 1 km within this project is River Valley Primary. The other schools are Alexandra Primary, Zhangde Primary, you get St. Margaret's Primary School, and also importantly ACS, the junior school. So Rivergreen is actually marked as a green development, which means that the rooftop will have solar panels. And this actually generates, according to the fact, is that it covers about 30% of the project's energy needs in the common areas. So maybe to power up the swimming pools, the common facilities, or even maybe the EV chargers over there also.
Maybe.
Yeah, so for basement car parks, it spans multi-levels and offers 265 parking spaces. And it includes 40 electric EV ready lots and 20 EV charging stations.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Wow.
So that's why it's a
Very
green development.
That's a lot.
Correct. So for the next project, Promenade Peak, so the address is 1 Zion Promenade. And it's also a 99 years leasehold. But then instead of being at District 9, this is at District 3, which is actually OCR.
Okay, and I want to add on something, is that this will be the one and only project along this road. Because Zion Promenade is a very short street.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
it's a new street that catered specially for Promenade Peak.
Correct.
Yeah, only one property will have this address.
Yeah. Later I'll mention
Zion Promenade.
Yeah, Zion
address.
Promenade, there's a one and only.
Later I'll mention more about this project, why there's only this property and why it will stand out also. And okay, next we talk about the developer for this project. It's all green property. So recent projects that developed is Pasir Ris 8, Royal Green, 4th Avenue Residences. So these are all done by them.
Yeah.
And there's 596 units. The bedroom variations is between 1 bedroom and all the way up to 5 bedrooms.
Yes.
And this is a high-rise building, which means it is 63 floors high. That is almost double of Rivergreen,
Yeah.
which also makes it stand out in that single small area,
Yes.
small plot of road over there, and it's going to over tower looking.
Oh, they
all
say
the-
that is the highest pure residential
yes,
project.
correct. So around
Because
this,
highest is Woolwich lah. But
Yeah.
Woolwich is a mixed development.
yeah, so around the River Valley area, you do get high-rise developments like
yeah.
Rivergate,
Yes.
Cosmopolitan, but this is even much higher. So it
Yeah.
actually stands above
Everyone.
everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think one of the highlights I need to mention about location between these two projects is that both are classified under different districts, although they are very close to one another. One is
Yes.
District 9, one is District 3.
Yeah.
One being in the CCR and the other one being in the OCR.
District 3 is
RCR.
RCR.
Sorry,
RCR.
RCR. Sorry, RCR.
RCR.
Yeah, CCR and RCR. So both are served by the Thomson East Coast Line, and actually
The same MRT station also.
yes, but for Promenade Peak,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
actually
but-
closer to Havelock.
Oh yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
correct.
We have
So the other one is
also.
Great World City. But if you want to walk to Great World
Actually,
Station,
you
also can.
I mean, we were just yesterday, and then we walked from one end of the MRT station to another MRT
Yeah,
station.
Yes.
It's the same MRT station but different entrances.
Yeah. So it's actually-
MRT is very big.
Yes.
So I think if you watch our previous podcast, now the Thomson East Coast Line is our favorite line. lah.
Yes.
So,
Correct.
so this line actually brings you to Woodlands, you can go JB,
Yeah,
it
yes.
brings you to East Coast, you can go to Changi, you can go
Yes.
to East Coast Park.
Yeah.
And also, this is the world's tallest prefabricated, pre-finished volumetric
Wow.
construction, which is the PPVC. So for viewers who don't know what PPVC, you can go and Google to read more about it. It's actually using 3D modules to pre-build everything and to
Like Lego lah, in short.
then to bring it over to site and to build it
Yes.
from there. So
Yes.
and this will also feature the highest infinity pool in Singapore. So
Even higher than MBS.
yes,
Oh,
Correct.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
second highest building.
Oh, yes.
right.
Even
63
higher than-
stories high. So it's
Yeah.
so it's very high.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So next, I think Chantel will mention about the price for the project.
Yeah, so let me just go into the pricing. So for Rivergreen, we're making a lot of noise in the market with their very attractive starting prices and quantum. So like for the 1 bedroom, we are looking at prices from 1.2 million. For 2 bedroom is from 1.5 million. 3 bedrooms is from 2.25 million, and then 4 bedrooms is from 2.8 million.
Yeah, I think we need to add some context to this. Like, so 1.2 mil for a 1 bedroom. So usually where will we get? Maybe, I think like Lentor also around that 1.1 plus 1.2 million.
Yes.
Starting from around that.
That's right. That's
2
right.
bedroom also, I think 1.4 something or
Yes,
1.5. I
exactly.
think now, no, you don't get this
You
price
don't get
already.
this price anymore.
Yeah, you don't get this
for
price
the
anymore.
RCR projects, no, you probably have to prepare like 1.6 mil onwards.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
In fact, like Emerald of Katong, some of
Uh-huh.
their balance 1 bedroom unit is I think 1.5.
1.4,
Yeah, 1.4
something.
onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
So this is a really attractive price in terms
Yes.
of quantum. Like for example, 100 pumps
Yeah.
EC that MOP, right? Like recently there was a 4
bedroom.
bedroom unit that was sold at 2.7 mil. So can you imagine you just top up maybe like 100, 200k, then you can like be in River Valley.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so some perspective lah. But of course with that is because of the size of the
Yes.
unit, that's why the developer is able to price it so attractively
Yeah,
lah.
so the quantum is low doesn't mean the PSF is low as well.
Correct. So later when we go into the floor plan, you can see more of
Yes.
why. But I still think that this is attractive in terms of investors or upgraders, right, who are looking to move into the area, looking for a more palatable entry price. I think there is a place for it. Yeah.
Right.
So that's for Rivergreen. And then for Promenade Peak, right, it's quite interesting. They actually split their pricing to 2 tiers. So they have the one tier is the Promenade Collection, where from level 42 to level 42, right, the prices are lower. So you get like 1 bedroom units that is starting from 1.4 mil. Yeah, still quite a normal price. Yeah. And then 2 bedroom is from 1.8 mil onwards. And then 3 bedrooms is from 2.9 mil onwards. And then the next tier would be the promenade suites, which are their more premium units. So these units, right, they are located from level 44 to level 62. So larger floor plates as well. So these units, they are your 3 bedrooms, and like with PSF that's more than 3,000, about 3150 PSF, starting from 3.6 mil. And then the 4 bedrooms is actually starting from 4.4 mil, and their 5 bedroom, right, is starting from 6.2 mil. So I think the pricing for the promenade suites, they are pegging it towards the more luxurious kind of pricing. Yeah.
The more
so
high end.
More high end,
luxury
correct. Like
living.
along the same pegging it along the same line as like Riviera and also like Avenir, that kind of that direction. Yeah.
Yes.
So I feel that Rivergreen and Promenade Peak, right, they are quite different in their offering. So that's why the price point may not be an apple to apple comparison.
Yes.
Because Rivergreen, the emphasis is on the efficient layout, while with lower quantum while Promenade Peak has a lot of focus on lifestyle and how should I say?
Yeah, branded and premium finishing
Correct,
also.
branded
So
and- exactly.
So all their fittings, their appliances are Miele,
Yes.
which are included when you buy the units over
Yeah.
there. So it's a little bit different from the
Correct.
Yes.
Rivergreen.
That's right. So like when we visited the show flat, right, like we can feel that the two projects are a bit different in their feels and their vibes, which also explain the way that they price the property. And with that, right, I think like if you want to compare prices in this area, it's good to also compare it with the resale prices. Because in this area, like the River Valley area, there is a lot of private condos.
Yep.
So it's kind of good that we compare it accordingly. So like for example, right, I just looked through like Well Hill Residences. For their 1 bedroom, they actually already have 1 bedroom that has transacted like 1.4 mil already. And then in terms of their 2 bedroom, currently in the market, there are units that's asking like from 1.7 mil onwards. 3 bedrooms, Well Hill Residences have got like 3 bedrooms that is 861 square feet. So for those units over there, right, the lowest price that I've seen in the market asking is about 2.5 mil. And then for their other units, right, mostly are asking at about 2.7 mil, which if this is the case, right, it would make Rivergreen quite attractive, because if you're able to get Rivergreen at about 2.25, like between 2.25 to 2.5 mil, right, I would say that it's quite a safe entry, given that Well has already like asked higher prices. Yeah, and in terms of the 4 bedroom, right, for Well Hill, because their floor plate is larger, it's like about 1,400, 1,500 square feet kind of size. So the asking is also like from 1.48 mil onwards. So in that case, right, it puts Rivergreen looking at 2.8 mil like a sweet spot. But of course, in exchange, you are getting like a smaller floor plate, like a 980 square feet kind of space. Yeah. And so I think it's something to note lah. But of course, the thing about the River Valley area, right, is that we cannot just compare things apple to apple, because within this area itself, there are condos of different classes.
Yes.
So different vibes. So it is
Different
important,
characters
right?
also.
Exactly. Like Riviera and Well Hill are like different products. Yeah. So like there's like many different kind of comparison that we need to draw. So I think like in this podcast, it's not enough for us to share everything. So if you really want a more detailed breakdown of what might work for you, right, really do DM us or like contact us, and then we can share further.
Yes.
But with that, I just want to share that for Rivergreen, right, the price point is really quite attractive,
Very attractive,
from a quantum perspective.
Not quite, it's very.
Yeah, very, very, yes. It's true. Like even now, hunting in RCR, right, we might not get this kind of prices.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the 2 bedroom 1.5 mil starting from, right?
Yes.
You can't get this price and in other launches already.
Yes,
I
exactly.
think even like Lentor is much higher than that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with that, let's go into the floor plan and see if
Yes.
this prices is really worth its value. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at the floor plan. So for Rivergreen, it's famous for the 980 square feet for a 4-bedroom. So can you imagine the 980 square feet, right? Is almost like a 3-bedroom.
Or even 2 bedrooms.
Or maybe 2-bedroom in some of the condos.
Correct. Rivergate, 2 bedrooms is 1055 square feet.
Yeah, Scott Square also 947 square feet for the 2-bedroom. Yeah. So let's say now, but this 4-bedroom still come with 4 proper bedroom, and enclosed kitchen. Okay, enclosed are not open. Okay, and then also come with a storeroom still. Yeah, so actually this 980 square feet 4-bedroom is very efficient in terms of layout. So let's take a look at the floor plan. So the 4-bedroom at Rivergreen, right? The smallest common bedroom starting from 7 square meter, then followed by 8 and then 9 square meter. So in terms of size, actually maybe 1 bedroom a bit small, is a bit smaller, but all 4 bedrooms actually come with, you can fit a queen size bed.
But so limited walking space lah.
Very limited walking space, and of course with this you don't expect to have a long walking corridor, which is a good thing actually. The corridor actually is smaller, and still you still get a home shelter, which is a proper storeroom for you. So versus let's say compared to the 4-bedroom at Promenade Peak, right? Which I use the DP2 layout okay. But you see the Promenade Peak, actually the size is 1421 square feet.
Very different kind of
It's very
product.
different vibe, yes.
Yeah.
And for Promenade Peak, actually it comes with a private lift even. So there's a lift lobby to welcome you, and then there's a proper yard space, WC, and also a utility room or maybe a helper's room at the back. So in a way, actually I feel these two are totally 2 different products. Yeah, so I think it also depends like whether are you buying for own stay or investment. Yeah, and the good thing about Promenade Peak is that all bedrooms come with 9 square meters. That means the common bedrooms, 9 square meters for sure. So actually in a way, actually it's very good. Yeah. So let's say now we compare to the 3-bedroom or the 3-bedroom at Rivergreen. Okay, I select the type C2, which is 871 square feet. Okay, it's still a 3-bedroom with a home shelter. So in a way, I think this is like okay for the family to stay, right? Yeah. So again, actually this one comes with enclosed kitchen, but there's no yard space for Rivergreen. Okay, so of course then maybe your laundry, everything maybe at the balcony. Yeah. Then versus the Promenade Peak, also a C2 design. The size is 1033 square feet. It comes with a long corridor, and the interesting is, right, this is also the show flat unit, where the kitchen is right next to the balcony. So of course on the floor plan, it looks a bit weird because there is an opening from the kitchen that is linked to your balcony. So when you're sitting in your balcony, you can say hi to someone in the kitchen. Okay? So but actually, if you go to the show unit, I really need to emphasize this, that everyone please go and take a look at Promenade Peak, the actual show unit, so you can see how is it being laid out. Yesterday when we were there, so you can see that why the design is as such, whereby someone is preparing the food or whatever in the kitchen area, then there will be another extended countertop,
like a pantry door.
Yeah, like pantry door, at the balcony. So I think this design is something new. I think the concept is very new, and I quite like the idea also actually, because now you can have a space at balcony, then you can also enjoy like the breakfast or whatever. Yeah,
it's good for people who like to cook because you are no longer restricted to just a dark space or enclosed space.
Yes.
And you can cook with a view.
Yeah, because you enjoy the same view as the balcony. I mean the main area. Yeah.
Also right now it's common that people are shifting their dining areas to the balcony area, so you can actually serve your food directly just through that glass opening. Pantry top, and you serve it directly to the balcony area where your dining table is.
Correct.
Yeah.
And also like compared to like other layouts, like these days whereby once you come in from the main door, you always see the kitchen straight away. But now kitchen is tucked away at the corner. So in a way, like when your guest comes into your house, when you open up, is to the living room, to the dining area. So actually it's quite pleasant compared to
first impression, because sometimes kitchen can be a bit messy, smelly,
exactly.
Have the food smell and stuff.
Yeah. So now all these are nicely tucked away. Okay, so for the 2-bedroom at Rivergreen, I select. Let's talk about the BP1, which is the 2-bed 2-bath, so that we can compare the similar layout to the Promenade Peak.
Okay.
So the size is 602 square feet. It's a 2-bed 2-bath, very standard, and also a dumbbell layout. And the kitchen actually is, you can almost like, you can try to do enclosed kitchen. It's possible. Okay, versus like, let's say now at Promenade Peak, the 2 bed 2 bath layout, they are using the L-shaped layout. Meaning to say like, the bedrooms are tucked away at one corner. Okay, so kitchen is open concept. You can't really enclose at Promenade Peak.
Yeah.
Okay, but at the same time, actually, this gives you a bit more privacy because all the bedrooms are tucked at one corner. Yeah. So that's all for the 2 bedroom.
Yes, it actually is a good point that you brought up because I once encountered a buyer, right? He told me that he don't like dumbbell layout because he prefer his master room to be away from the living room.
Correct.
So actually, as much as we often like to sing praises about the dumbbell layout, right? There are also people because they prefer
who appreciate the
the privacy.
more.
That's right. So this layout might work out for them, lah.
Yeah.
But Rivergreen is the more efficient one, lah.
Definitely.
More efficient layout.
Definitely.
Yes.
Just
In
to
fact,
add on, so just to add on for Promenade Peak, they
Yeah.
are using large format tiles. So it's about
yes.
1,200 by
Oh, yes.
1,200 tiles.
Yes.
So even though it might feel like it's a bit cramped in some areas, right? Looking at floor plans, but this format tiles, when you place it in, it looks a bit more
Yes,
spacious
correct.
overall. This is
More
why
classy also.
more classy also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And something that I want to add on looking at the floor plan, right, is that I really love it that for Rivergreen, a lot of walls can be hacked. Like I'm a huge fan for hackable walls because I think moving forward as unit sizes become smaller, right, it is really very useful if you can reconfigure spaces.
Yes.
So like when I look at the 2 bedroom floor plan of Rivergreen, I'm just seeing so many possibilities that like next time if you want to resell to other people, right, that it can meet different profiles because there's just so many ways that you can modify the space.
Yeah.
So I think that is a good point to note for
Yes.
those looking at Rivergreen. Yeah.
Or even the 4 bedrooms 980 square
Yes,
feet.
exactly.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
convert to a
Exactly.
3 bedroom, 2 plus study.
Yeah.
Correct.
To fit like what is the common demographics these days. lah.
Yes, exactly.
The families are not that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe couples or just
Yeah.
one children.
Correct.
Because actually, I think the price point is very attractive. So like, let's say just now the comparison that I got, right? The Rivergreen one is 602 square feet, and then Promenade Peak 657, right? So it's already 50 square feet difference. Imagine, let's say now the PSF is like maybe let's say 3,000 PSF on the average. It's already 150K different. And let's say for investment, then I think as an investor, you really need to really calculate the total quantum in the end.
Correct,
Yeah.
exactly. Like because at the end of the day, when you are investing, like looking to rent out, for rental yield,
Yes.
then your quantum is
Yeah,
very important.
correct,
So
correct.
I think maybe for Promenade Peak, it's a different play. Maybe
Yes.
it's looking for capital appreciation.
Correct.
Because like for the larger floor plate unit with those unblocked views, right? Then probably those guys they will experience higher capital appreciation because it's so rare and people willing to pay top dollars for it. So it's like a different play in terms
Exactly.
of your budget. Yeah. Yeah. So now back to my portion talking about growth story. It's very interesting over here. So the Orchard and the River Valley area, right, is going through a new wave of like gentrification and rejuvenation, like from the Orchard Belt to the Singapore Riverside, and then of course this Great World side lah. Yeah. So for example, right, there is a successful transformation in just this Great World City area itself. Yeah, so like this comes in the form of like the mall itself having a transformation, like having a lot of attractive shops, and then there
The
is a lot more
revamp,
footfall,
yeah.
revamp. So like last time, like Great World City Mall used to be a really quiet place, but then after their revamp, they really brought in like good tenant mix,
Yes.
and it becomes like a pretty attractive mall, and it's really a place where actually like previously, when I bring either buyers or tenants into the area, when they don't really know this location well, right, I always bring them to Great World Mall first. Then they will be so impressed, right? Then they want to live there. Yeah. So right,
True.
I think the mall really has helped to add value to the location, and also the completion of the Great World Station as well. It really makes the location more attractive to live in, and it
Yeah.
also really helped to uplift the property prices because for the longest time, right, the Zion Road stretch, this Great World stretch, right, has been quiet lah for a while. Then I think with all these new things coming up, right, it actually did help to uplift the prices as along this area, making it more livable. So currently the recent launch project in the nearby areas, like talking about in District 9 and District 3, right, near this area would be like Upper House, Robertson, Opus. So these two has already been launched, and then Rivergreen and Promenade Peak will be also launching soon in 2nd of August. So we are talking about like 4 newcomers into the place, right? Then after this wave, we are going to see Zion Road Parcel B, which is next to Promenade Peak, will be launched next.
Yeah.
And this project is named Zion Grand. Would you want to guess who is the developer?
Goland.
CDL.
Oops.
CDL has all the grand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Tembusu grand. and grand.
Yes.
Yeah, so okay. So the CDL is also one of my favorite developers, especially after the TOP of Amber Park. Really impressed with like the finishes and the things that they delivered there. Yeah, so much so that I decided to buy their stocks after I helped my client collect keys from Amber Park.
Put your support into the share.
Yes, that's right. And recently the shares has gone up again. So good job, CDL. Keep it up. Okay, so anyway, so for this Zion Grand, it is occupying a slightly larger land site compared to Promenade Peak. And it will be interesting, right, to note that this site actually comes with a first story commercial component. So I'm looking forward to see how CDL will like do this up. Yeah.
Because this Zion Grand is slightly further away.
Yes,
right?
it's slightly further away from Great World. So this Zion Grand would be closer to the Havelock site.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So to put things into perspective, will be Great World City, Promenade Peak, then Zion Grand.
That's right. Yeah. So and then besides this Zion Grand, right, there will also be River Valley Parcel B, which will be developed by Coco Land. So we're just going to share like the URL master plan here so that you know which area that we're talking about. Yeah, so both developers, Guaco and CDL, right, they are quite popular among buyers, and they're also well known for building quality condos with very tasteful designs. So with this, right, I think it will further enhance the vibe of the area, because currently most of the build besides Riviera, which looks pretty cool, right, we have like condos that's built like more than 10 years ago. Along that stretch. So I think with the new additions of these new condos, right, it's gonna make this entire area look even more posh and tasteful. Let's
make Zion Road great again.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah, Zion Grand. Okay, so anyway, I think like so unlike the previous phase of the development in the area, right, where we see that the additions comes in the form of like an improved mall, and also the addition of new MRT, which brings better connectivity. Yeah. So that is like the previous phase of the development, right? This current phase of development, right, is in the form of having more new homes. Yeah. Adding into the area. So with this, right, actually I think it's moving to a next phase. And what this means is that it is a good opportunity, right, for buyers, as there's an increase of supply in this area at this point. Yeah. And with this increase in supply, right, it helps to moderate price growth at this point, and also offers choices, right, for buyers. Yeah. So it also encourages developers, right, to build more efficiently and smartly, right, to attract the best value. So I do think that this is a good window to buy into quality homes where there is abundant supply in this sense, because once inventory, right, is eventually taken up over time, and then when demand increase, right, there will be opportunity to profit. So in a way, this is like a golden opportunity, because for the past few years, right, we really don't see that many supply coming in, and this time around we are seeing like this supply coming in very similar
especially
period.
for this location.
Exactly. We're quite concentrated in this location. So it is really a good opportunity, right, for those with the budget, right, to come in, because once this inventory is being taken up, right, then when the demand increase, right, then this is the time that you can profit. Yeah. So I think it's something interesting to note.
Right.
Yeah, because I think some people may feel that there's so many supply, then what if there's an oversupply? Yeah, but it's also important to note that demand is also very strong in this
especially
area
in
as
this
well.
location. I mean, River Valley, Orchard, or Zion Road area. I mean, or Great World City. This area has been always like one of the prime location for even not just like homestay, even for tenants. They like to stay around this area as well.
Yes, exactly. So but in a way to balance this, right, while there is opportunity for profit due to the fact that there is the demand, and then after inventory is take up, you can actually sell for profit, right? There will also be risk of losses. Yeah, because there are indeed many options that is available. Yeah, hence it is still important, right, to work out your right entry price for the unit that you are looking at, and with good exit strategy support. Because within like a project itself, right, the prices can range very widely. So I think it's important to note that sometimes if you buy cheap, it might mean that you also need to sell cheap. So doesn't mean that it's about buying cheap. Yeah, and then sometimes it's also not like about buying like buying high also doesn't mean that you can sell higher. So I mean, in a way, there is different factors that you need to really look into lah. So I think when you are looking to buy into this area, right, it is important to do the right homework to know for the specific unit type that you are buying into, right, what would be your exit strategy. I think that's very important.
That's right.
Yeah. So with that, right, we will come to our check portion, because we'll share our personal opinions about which project do we prefer. So
Jackie.
I go first. Okay, can. So personally, I think RG price is very attractive in terms of the quantum, because like let's say now like 4 bedrooms starting from 2.8 mil is almost unheard of lah. And if you watch our previous episode, right, the one in Sembawang 4 bedroom also starting from 2.2 mil. So 600k more, you can stay in River Valley. Why not? And
CCR, District 9.
From the fake CCR Canberra Crescent residences to the real CCR. So it's really, it's just 600k more. You can move into River Valley and next to the mall even. Yeah. And even not just the 4 bedroom, like let's say the 2 bedroom starting from 1.5 mil.
Really
Actually,
attractive.
these days you can't see this in any other launches already.
It's
Yeah.
true, it's
Even like I think Bloomsbury now, they only left with 1.6 mil or 1.7 million plus.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also like one reason why like they can sell so cheap is because the developer got the land cheap also.
True. Yeah, exactly. So actually, I think quantum wise for RG Rivergreen is very, very attractive. But on the flip side, let's say for Promenade Peak, I feel like let's say if you have a better budget and then it's for your own stay and you want like more quality in life, then maybe it's PP lah, Promenade Peak. Because I think that in terms of the finishing, the layout, the size, all that, actually PP makes more sense for own stays. Yeah, so I think, I mean, for me, it's like 50-50 lah. But let's say it's like, for me, like own stay and then I have the budget, then I will choose PP.
For the higher story.
Yeah, I will
For
choose
the higher
PP.
floor units.
Higher floor units. Okay, I think like, let's say if, okay, so for Promenade Peak, right, if you're going for the east facing or the south facing, you may get the sea view, because actually east facing you will see the Marina Bay Sands. Southwards, then you see the Keppel Bay area, that direction. So if you are on the high floor, then you can see the sea view. I think not a bad choice. Yeah.
So for me, putting everything aside, I just look at price. My vote is Rivergreen.
All right.
Yeah, so I think if I minus off, I don't look at the layouts, I don't look at the bedroom sizes itself. Looking strictly just at the price, where it sits, the location, I think is quite easy lah for me to make the decision that I will place a check for Rivergreen. Yeah, the entry price is really attractive, and it being in CCR, right next to MRT station, right next to a mall. I think it's a win lah. It's definitely a win. So like you, Jackie and Chantel already mentioned about how the entry prices is going to be. It's going to be very attractive, and I think when it comes to launch day, it's going to be very sought after
Very
for
interesting.
Rivergreen itself. But that doesn't mean that Promenade Peak is not within my selection. But I would choose like what Jackie mentioned in terms of unit size and also quality finishes. Yeah, because if you go into the show flat, you can tell already it's quite
Correct.
it's quite you can feel that the whole feeling of walking into the room, the
Very,
bedrooms,
yeah,
everything is a bit
luxury
and the
Yes.
quality finishing that they actually put in, and in terms of the facilities, everything is very good. Yeah, but if I just look at prices itself, projects between these two, my choice is Rivergreen.
Okay, so for me, my choice will also be Rivergreen. Yeah. So for the very fact that I feel that Rivergreen, as a project, right, it have lesser competition in terms of property of its class, because in the District 9 area, like, and the District 3 area where the Great Wall area is, right, there are a lot of high-end condos that is larger floor plate and they can be luxurious finishes and all that, and all this, right, require a higher quantum to enter. But I feel that for Rivergreen, right, it is not competing on that level. Rivergreen is actually building a category of its own lah, which I feel that in terms of exit in future, right, there is space for it because it caters for a group of buyers, right, who may not be looking at this bigger floor plate and larger quantum. Yeah, and also for the fact that the walls can hack, I think is fabulous. Yeah, so for that very reason, yeah.
Correct. Actually, like for units that with smaller size in River Valley, the project size actually is quite small also.
Exactly.
Like the RV attitude and all.
Exactly.
So it's like below 100 units.
Exactly.
So rarely you can find a project with a decent size or like over 500 units. And also the size, the quantum actually is very palatable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think for Rivergreen, right, it actually fits it's a very interesting proposition in the area.
Yes.
Because I think there are like smaller size projects or projects with small units in the area, but I haven't seen something that's quite like Rivergreen, whereby it still feels like a full condo. It's a full condo facilities. So that's why I think it does have an interesting place in River Valley.
They are the one with the pickleball court, right?
They have tennis court.
Tennis court.
They have tennis court.
Yeah.
They have tennis court.
Promenade Peak is
so
the one
it's
with
really full
pickle.
condo, correct. So full condo facilities,
Yes.
even with tennis court.
Yeah.
So that's why I think Rivergreen has
Yes, definitely. Agree.
it's the choice. Yeah. So okay. With that, we have come to the end of this episode of comparing Rivergreen versus Promenade Peak. And if you want to have a review for other projects, right, do drop us a DM or comment, and then we will try to cover them. And if you find this review is useful to you or anyone you know, please feel free to share and like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.